what I pitch on this channel is you want the old school people, that you do what you want, but I think you want the old school. If you're an older fellow, not as physical anymore, not as physically strong, not as financially strong, you're going to want to have kind, good, considerate people around you versus a den of vipers, because you're not. What am I going to fight them off with? It's just me here. What am I going to do? We'll try this. I haven't recorded on my my AirPods in a long time. That's actually how the channel started over 3 years ago. That's all I had was the little wired with the little mic there, you know. Oh, and then this will be like an introduction of some kind, like a members only little thank you bonus, whatever. Just some behind the scenes stuff, me and Fawn, stuff that doesn't necessarily fit with any one theme or idea for a normal channel video. But it does kind of show, again, some behind the scenes and stuff with me and Fawn and all that. And then later on, I'll open it up so everybody can see it, but you guys will have it for a few weeks or something like that. So that's what we'll do. Other than that, thanks. Beautiful, beautiful, peaceful Friday morning. Just got my third cappuccino here sitting next to me, these little tiny ones. And I'm just going to edit this video in my retirement rocking chair. Hang on. There. Fawn's legs look way better. Another beautiful day. I'll probably drive her to work in her car. If the weather is conducive, I'll just throw a quick detail on it. Can't have a dirty bike. And then I'll go and go meet my friend and get the repaired sissy bar back on and put the bags back on. That's what it is. But by Tuta, at the local city near where our village is, not in the big city of Korat, but in a small satellite city where we live, which is just the perfect size for everyday stuff. It's kind of like Pak Thong Chai, which is not where I live, but that's another similar city it's got a little tiny downtown. It's got dozens of shops, and on an everyday basis, they probably have everything you need. There's a couple hardware stores and motorcycle shops for small. Not my bike. They'd freak out if I brought my bike in, but you get what I mean. And that works out. So I did that. Just running errands. Had real nice Kai guitar for 70 baht, so $2.10 US. It's a pretty good sized meal. That's with a snack and everything. That's the full thing. Otherwise, it's a lot cheaper than that. And I'm just going to rest today, study some Thai on my own, and then I'm alternating days. I'm going to the gym 3-4 days a week instead of 5 or 6. And then I'm trying to walk a little more, and then work my Muay Thai bag. And not Muay Thai. Oh God, Rob's doing Muay Thai. He's a freaking moron. Yeah, well, I might be a moron, but it's not because of that. I'm just doing movement study, practice, very light striking, just getting some cardio out of it. You get the idea. Just safe moves, but they're martial arts moves, but they're safe. I just don't want to lose all of my muscle memory that I work so hard to get, that somebody throws a haymaker at me that I don't offer to break their arm for them conveniently. I just hate to lose all that. I worked so hard for that. And it feels good, and it feels good for the old ego, and why would I throw away something that was difficult to obtain? Who does that? Nobody. Anyway, so that's the day. Oh, and I bought a couple plants from the physical therapy shop. They're now selling plants. Don't care if they're over or underpriced. I hope they're overpriced. I bought 2, and I might have paid too much because they threw in a free one. They're nice people. They probably threw in a free one anyways. But she said that they have a pretty red flower. She said Mon, which is all of. So I think that's all year. So pretty red flowers in the front of my house. That sounds nice. So support some nice people and decorate the house. I'll bring these home and explain to Fawn why I paid 2 women some money to buy flowers. There's always the little village jealousy you got to deal with, but that's normal. If you're not getting any of that, something's wrong. Anyhow, that's it. We're at the Bubble Dome playground thing. I let her boy play because he couldn't do the swimming today. Fawn's telling me about her days in the village as a little girl, and she didn't have a motorcycle. I know that already. I said, did you have a bicycle? Me checking on mine. She says no. And then I said, did you have shoes? Me run cow, mine. And she says yes. I go, okay. Gi ku, how many pair? She says, none. She had 1 pair of shoes. Oh, tukon song san so wani.
Thank you.
There. And that's my house. You know, kind of crazy. Very controversial to make the choice to build your own home or have a home built for you or buy a home or property of any kind. In Thailand, you can never really own it. I'm not trying to own it. I'm embedded with traditional people, a good traditional people. Had a really deep lesson on that in my language class with Kru Usani yesterday, and we got into the culture, the reasons for the culture, where it kind of comes from, how the Thais tend to be so kind and generous, and then in the modern culture, how they're stepping away from that. Same as the U.S. has done, but the Thais are an older culture, and they've been modernizing much later than Americans have. And here, it's probably more just been in the last 20 that you're seeing this real modern, more selfish dynamic, and it's just kind of coming out. And well, we'll see how this works. Nothing to see here, just a random dude driving around the small city near his village house, eating a grilled banana. I'm assuming the baking process, or whatever you call it, caramelizes the sugars or whatever you call it, but these are their taste kind of sweeter. I like it when they're not too sweet, but just another beautiful day. I'm always trying to show this slice of life stuff here, if I could speak. It's just so peaceful and pleasant. There's a lot going on back in the United States, my home country. If you're from other countries, I see on the news, there's a lot going on in lots of other countries, and a lot of it is not good. A lot of people get stressed, wound up, whatever, with all this stuff. Man, I'll tell you, here, it's like everything is so far away, and the weather's beautiful every day, and people are friendly every day. The Thai people are really known for their friendliness. You will not necessarily get that, not likely get that at all in the other Southeast Asian countries, is what I hear from every single long-term expat in those countries. And a lot of them come here, rotate through here, and we all talk. And I have yet to hear a story of, oh wow, they're so much friendlier over in this other place. So seems like Thailand's got the corner on that. I really like the culture. I think it's possibly the number one reason to come here, really. But I do want to, I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm going to try and tackle it next. You know, do that. I want to make the unicorn video. The video about how you actually can find what they would call a unicorn type lady here, which is really young and pretty, and that actually really cares about you, is the total unicorn, of course. I mean, anybody can just do pay for play and get a young and beautiful woman, but to get someone that cares for you, the question is, to what degree will she care for you, and to what degree is it money only? And that's the same question that I was kind of shocked to realize, and not all that long ago, that's the same issue that you kind of face in the West. And I thought, oh wow, the West, it's all so different. And I don't think it really is. So, and again, Fawn is extremely considerate with my money. Like, you know, nobody could really lay at her feet any kind of getting a lot of money out of me, but it's just not a lot, and she does a lot for me, and she certainly doesn't financially benefit from it. I mean, she gets the occasional nice shirt or hat or something, or on vacations or something, but she's not really profiting off of the relationship. So, and she's always refusing money, which, you know, that's one thing. A scammer might do that a couple times early on to try to earn your trust. They're not stupid, but they won't consistently turn down money. That goes against their business plan. That they will not do. But going by the physical therapy place I go, great job over there. Really cheap. I mean, they only ask for $200 for 200 baht for an hour. I always pay 3 or 4 because I know they need the money. And just the
the balms and the pain cream and stuff they put on me, that all costs. I mean, gee whiz, if I was not careful, I'd be a zero profit customer if I was, you know what I mean? I'm not sure they've thought through the expense of all those things they use. I feel kind of bad for them. You got to watch having too much pity for people when you're overseas because you don't have the support. But yeah, I also want to be a reasonable human being, you know. But I'll make this bonus footage. I'll put this at the end. I'll do the unicorn video first, and I'll throw this in at the end just as something if you're inclined to watch it. But you can see from the background, I mean, look how beautiful it is. It's just another, it's crazy gorgeous. I took my motorcycle to the city yesterday and had a really nice workout. The time flies by when I'm lifting weights before I even look down and think about it. Gee whiz, I'm well over an hour into it and I'm having a great day. And today's a rest day. I'm doing one every other day. And with learning Thai, and then every other day nestled against that, or a counter to that, then is with the weightlifting day. So that gives me something to do every day of 6 days a week. And it gives me Sunday as a rest day, which kind of fits my Christian beliefs. So, which I kind of feels good to do that. So, yeah, so I'm only on the second or third week of the schedule, but I really like it, as you can tell. And that's giving me a little more rest at home. I put a couple pounds on the first, as I was trying the schedule on about a month ago or so, as I first was trying to figure out how to do this, and didn't like that one bit. And then I got onto this where I'm a little bit active every day by putting the alternate days against each other. I got something every day. And then now on the days I'm not working out, I'm taking a morning walk in the village, which is really quite pleasant. And that's really nice. That's a great morning. I'm just getting into that. Punchline is I've taken 5 pounds back off, which is wonderful. At 61, boy, the weight doesn't come off that easy usually. So that's nice. And if I could just get about 5 more, I'd be right where I want to be. I'd be real dang happy, and I might. I've not been that hungry, and I've not been feeling the urge to eat, which that's all psychological, anyways, right? We all know that, I suppose. Oh man, I wish I could show it. There's that sweet lady that has the little 3-wheel cart with a hand crank for one hand because her legs don't work. I guess she was born that way. And she has a hand crank. She pushes like a ratchet mechanism back and forth with one arm, and then the other arm she steers her little bicycle, and she sells brooms. My good is a broom. And anytime I need to buy a broom, I try to chase her down and buy from her. She's earned my business, dang it. When I kind of took a look at her and talked to her for a minute, last time I bought a broom, I was shocked. She's probably only 40. I thought she was an old woman because she's kind of crippled, and it just makes her look kind of older, like you've got arthritis because of age. But it's because of her birth defect, I guess you'd call it. But I was such a pretty young, smiling, happy face looking up at me as I was paying for this broom. Gee whiz, melts your heart, Anyway, so I'm heading home. I got the laundry. I went and got the sakpa, the laundry, for fun, and I'm just going to bring it in the house. And all my delicate stuff that I'm picky about, I'm going to hang that up, getting a dose of my own medicine this morning. And then I'm going to relax and find a nice movie, and I just want to put my brain in neutral and watch a movie. And then I've got a minor medical thing, and then I've got learning Thai, and then it's Friday, baby. And for tonight, I'm either taking Fawn to the Friday buffet at the Canterbury Hotel in Karat, which is my favorite hotel. It's our favorite hotel. We always stay there. When we do an overnighter in the city, we just stay there. Old world class. It's really a great place. And you want to dress appropriately. If you're watching my channel, please don't go there and wear a full-on uniform. Please don't do that to me. I'm begging you, don't do that. I hate that crap. You're at the Canterbury. The royal family stays there when they're in town, okay? So you've got that's absolutely collared shirt, button-down shirt, a polo is as low as I go there. A polo shirt, that's as low as I go. And I don't do my ripped up style, which are stylish jeans here. I do the dress jeans, and I wear actual freaking 1950s men's shoes. I wear shoes. If I'm at the Canterbury, So we're either doing that tonight, which would be great, or I've been feeling a craving for that rare breed wild turkey barrel proof bourbon that I have that my daughter and my son kind of basically goaded me into buying, and I almost was a bit sheepish about buying it, and now it's one of my favorite bourbons. So what the heck does that mean? But I might do that on a nice smoke. I have not had a good cigar in a while. I've got 4 good cigars left, and I might do one of those and have a nice quiet evening under the stars, having a smoke and a drink. That would not be bad either. So I think Friday night's going to be pretty good either way. That's right. And they're paving the road here that didn't need paving. Nice to see that Thailand has corruption just as almost as much as in the United States. So always good to see. Don't want to see the corrupt people go broke. Hate to have that. Anyway, so that's it. I just want to share a little behind the scenes and a little slice of life. Hang on. I'm driving down the road here. Can I do this? There. This is the street behind my house. They just built a new house here. Nobody's moved in yet. Cute little pink house though. Little John Mellencamp there. And street down there. Never been down there. You don't wander down streets that don't belong to your home, and you don't go to people's houses uninvited here. Those are not things you do here. Hang on, I'm at the trying to get a little bonus video for fun in there. Yeah, so we'll see you guys Sunday morning, and we'll try this experiment. I have no idea if I can make this work or not. Hopefully. We're back to the cute little 10-leg channel. We're going to maybe one of our new favorite restaurants here, Dam Kolat, which you can clearly read in Thai right there on the sign. That's actually pretty easy to read. That's about as easy as Thai gets. I'll just say that. It's a cool place though. It's very Thai, in a very kind of cool, I don't know, in the know kind of way. How I'll say. And they got a little snack stand here. Gotta have snack stand. Bonus footage. There. Translation. Man, I gotta capture this. I'm just sitting here chilling. Hang on, here's look at my view. There's my beer, a nice beer. And there's beautiful Fawn with her non-alcoholic drink. She checked twice to make sure there's no alcohol in it. Bless her little tiny 110-pound heart. And we're sitting here, we're at Dam Kolat, and great evening. And right on the river here is beautiful. And we're making our plans for our trip to Laos. And then after that, we're going to do Vietnam for Christmas. I mean, I'd never been to either place. And we're booking for Laos, we're booking like a fancy tour. So with a bunch of professional tour guides doing a lot of photos and explaining stuff to us and staying all these like nice places and that. So it just sounds really nice. I mean, I'm just able to travel after 5 years of surgeries and rehab, and I still got miles to go, and I'll probably never recover, but I've recovered enough. If I'm careful, I can travel a little tiny bit. And yeah, the cane will be going with me. When I travel, I take the cane. Anyway, one more look at Fawn. And she's awesome. Say hi. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Ever the businesswoman. Oh, early morning. Just having a little coffee. Beautiful cappuccino. And watching the sun come up over the rice fields across the street. This was my planned view. It's worked out pretty well. It is nice and quiet here, which I do appreciate. And very peaceful. Fawn's chewing me out because when I'm sick or I'm not feeling well, she's got to take care of me. Leo Quatini, Chai Chai. And that's like, well, she's not wrong. And I become a big pain in the ass, even bigger than I normally am when I'm not feeling well, because I'll need all kinds of care, medications, and doctors and stuff. So
it just complain.
You know, it's nice to be cared for. My pine tree
One of them. That's a different kind. It's got yellow flowers on it. We had a choice of yellow or pink. I gave Fawn the choice. This tree was planted a long time ago with the occupancy ceremony. Obviously, that's not the Thai word for it, but that's what I call it. And her dad gave us that, which was very thoughtful, some kind of good luck thing. And the tree's very pretty. He planted like a scrap from one of his rice farms, and which was fine by me, and then it's turned into this beautiful thing, as I suspected it might. Farmers tend to be overqualified to plant trees, in my opinion. These are just an inexpensive, fast-growing tree. I got a line here for a line of shade along my house, because these trees here provide very convenient shade. Again, the afternoon sun's much hotter than the morning sun. You can check it to your own satisfaction, and that'll block the afternoon sun. That tree doesn't really do anything. Her dad wanted to cut it down about 7 different times. I kept saying, don't cut it. You know, back in my home state, we kind of hate to cut trees. We don't have to. I like nature. I don't want to live in it, but I like it. These are trees I bought from a local vendor in the city near our village. They were way overpriced, according to Fawn, and when we went to the professional plant store, I could see that. But the lady selling them was rather poor, I'll just say. And so I'm going to not regret that purchase for a long time. And then over here, here's my row of Christmas trees. You can see that's a Christmas tree right in the front. They're just kind of small there. And that one, and then in the corner we put I think that's the biggest one of them all. None of them were very big. I wanted them like 2 or 3 times that height, but they didn't have them unless I wanted to go to a specialty store and pay big money, and I'm tired of paying money for stuff, so we didn't do that. But there's kind of the turtle preserve in the middle, and then the rest of the yard is just a typical engineer landscape of just clean, and more clean. It does a good job of keeping the ants down. The ants in the house have plummeted since we've done this. I have to kind of walk the perimeter twice a week and look for ant hills that have come up, and I put little of that white ant powder on there, and lo and behold, the ants are dead. Had a snake at the back porch. This mat was on here next to the house, and I kept saying that'll attract snakes and giant centipedes. So, nobody wanted to listen. Yesterday I checked it. Hey, snake! Now they've moved it over here, which is fun. We had to burn it, I guess. It was a harmless little snake. They were going to kill it, and then I put it on the snake group in Facebook for the snakes of Isan. I'm on there. And it turns out it's a good luck snake, so they didn't kill it. So the little fella got a stay of execution, lucky for him. I told Fawn about the snake, just letting her know, and then I regretted that immediately, because then she called her dad, and as a traditional rice farmer, it's basically all snakes are bad. And I'm not making fun, that's just how they do it here, and I get that. The snakes here are no joke. Even if you survive a snake bite, which statistically likely you'll survive it, the real problem is you'll have permanent nerve damage. Oh, here's my new bathroom. 5,000 baht, so $150. Concrete floor. We've got it. This is a drainage swale, which is not yet done. You can see the nice high ground all around the house. House is very dry, very, very dry, really nice. We get these monsoon rains here, and never a drop in the house, and never any dampness in the house. But here's the bathroom. We got a real toilet, but it flushes with a bucket filled from a faucet, so it's a very robust system. There's nothing to really clog or not function. And then a drain in the floor, so you can hose the place out. And then no ceiling, it's underneath this big what would you call it, underneath this big shade structure, I guess. And then we're going to put this kind of gravel pad here. We're going to do here drainage swale in the middle, which goes out that way. And this is like the high corner of the yard, and then that drainage swale goes down that way. I designed all this and fought that's one thing I did fight tooth and nail for. And by fight tooth and nail, I mean I gave every tractor driver here beer at midday and promised more at the end of the day if he'd listen to me. And they were happy to listen. In the future, this will be tile raised up probably 3 inches, a little rear porch here. Do a little Kid Rock trailer trash culture back there. Sometimes I'll sit on my back or front porch. I'm from Michigan. We do that. There's some drainage, which I don't really understand, to be honest with you. That might be the water. It's 2 separate systems. That might be water from the showers and the sinks. I think goes through that and goes direct into the rice fields. I'm pretty sure that's how they do it here. And I'll turn the camera on, you see the house. So that's the landscape. Beautiful, beautiful morning, my goodness. And then there's the house. There's her aunt's house. I get along extremely well with her. That's the gate I've been locking lately for security. But it's also kind of nice in the morning. Anybody that wants to come out, wander on over and interrupt our morning routine. Has to kind of wait and awkwardly while I, let me check very slowly, go and get the key and open the gate. So kind of keeps the traffic down. I'm getting some weeds through my elbow. That's not good. I've got a weed barrier fabric down. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to put something on that. And then I'll come around here, the gate and the view here. All these rice fields are owned by her relatives, mostly Fawn, her cousin, and her parents own these. And over there is other people in the village own scattered rice fields, and then mostly natural. I don't know why they're not rice fields and they're just left natural. There's probably a problem with the soil or something. I like the sunrise over the pine trees in the winter, and right, is that right over there? No, over the summer. Oh heck, the sun comes up over here one part of the year and over there the other part of the year. I forget which is which. I haven't paid that much attention. There's my orange wall, which reflects my sunrise, makes it all orange glowy in the morning, which I really like. There's the garage, which is a little small because of the regulations. If we made the house over a certain footage, it had to be a full inspection. This is the smaller house. It looks big, but think about it. That's a 1.5 car garage, and that's a third the size of the house. The house actually isn't big. It's proportioned like a mansion, I guess. I didn't mean it. I just wanted the roofs that way. I always wanted to do roofs kind of like the Sydney Opera House a little bit. And I did that, and I wanted them really high for the hot air to go up, which has worked pretty good. I haven't had I have to vent the heat that goes up, and I haven't done that part yet. I'm curious to see what effect that has. I honestly don't know. I've never built a house that way. It was an idea I had always wanted to try. Anyways, that's it. There's the free light that we got from the city. We just pay the bill on it. It's a LED of some kind, really cheap, I think. That's it. That's the house. Eventually we'll put some tile here and make a 3-inch raise along here. And this roof here worked out great. I can put a slightly lower one and wider one here, separate. I don't want it to touch that or touch that. I want them all separate little structures. Once you start getting into flashing and joining and sealing, it's just a pain. If they just stand alone, they're just a lot easier. So I need 2 more struts identical. We'll just bring the same crew back. They're nice guys to work with. They've gotten used to me. They tolerate me quite well. And then this is the old table from our old room. It's just sitting here for now. Maybe it'll go in the back. Maybe it'll stay here. Don't know, don't care. In the future, I'd probably rather get a couple of nice, comfortable chairs, maybe some kind of concrete or thick resin, something a little classier than that, orange thing, and put a couple of nice chairs there with a little coffee table in the middle, just for me when I smoke a cigar or have a morning coffee. And then once I have a roof over it, I want to put in a plug and have a fan there, so I can create my own breeze when there's no breeze. And that's about the extent of that. That's it. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. If you've watched this far, please consider hitting like and subscribe.